Hello everyone and welcome back to another video from everyone's favorite Halo YouTuber. I'm Rehab, your favorite Halo YouTuber, and today I need to rant about the Halo Infinite UI. This game's user interface is the ugliest, most unintuitive, hard to use UI that I've ever dealt with, and it's literally driving me insane. Other than it looking so unappealing, it is missing key features that absolutely need to be in the game. For crying out loud, how can I not mute people in-game on console? Instead of a simple one-click mute all, I'm forced to just sit here for 12 minutes mid-stream while some fat slob repeatedly calls the team the N-word. And if I get one more game with a teammate using open mic while apparently playing inside a fishbowl, I'm gonna have a brain aneurysm. It's literally 12 minutes of physical pain as I hear my teammate's game sound through his mic. I swear, if I met this kid in real life, I'd forcibly remove his testicles through his anus. I just don't understand why this isn't something that they thought to implement. It's literally in every other game. 343 should know more than anyone that you cannot trust kids on Xbox Live. On top of missing features, the functionality just isn't there either. It seems so hard to do anything. Why do I navigate all the menus using A for the customization, but then I have to click X to equip the armor? If I hit A, it just brings up a lore description of the armor. You know that's not what I wanted to do. Why is this description menu not just on the screen when hovering over the certain piece of armor? Different menus for armor, weapons, vehicles, body type, and your Spartan ID, with tons of menus and submenus within each. I would have loved for all of these things to fit under one customization screen. This game is littered with menus and submenus that just clutters everything up. At first it was frustrating enough where I was just like, yeah, I don't want to change anything because I can't figure it out anyway. And what about the post-game stats? In every other Halo, you pull up the post-game report and get straight into the view of 8 players and all the stats you're actually looking for. But what do you get in Halo Infinite? You get a player recap that's just you. Then you need to tab over twice with the right bumper, past your team lineup, to get to the stuff you actually want to see. And then to see the rest of the interesting stuff, you need to navigate through everything using the right stick. Why? It's so cumbersome that I don't even bother looking half the time. They need to revert the scoreboard to be the first tab you open up, and just straight up remove the other 2 tabs. You should be able to get the player recap from each player by going through the scoreboard and selecting that player. The funny thing is, that's how it's always worked, and there was no reason to change what isn't broken. I can't imagine that this is that unpopular of an opinion, but if you think I'm just nitpicking or being dramatic, think again. The second best Halo player of all time hates the UI too. Lethal, aka Ricky Spanish, said, Halo Infinite's core gameplay feels amazing. The equipment in the game feels good with each item having real uses. Gameplay is the most important thing. I agree, gameplay is the most important, which is why I'm genuinely still happy with the game. But he continues, but seriously, I will keep bitching about the entire UI until it's changed. This is the hill I'll die on. I've made my choice. Well said, King. Well said. I think the reason for the cumbersome UI is because of how many customization options there are. You may disagree with that, but what I mean is that there are weapon skins, weapon variants, and charms for each weapon. There are armor cores with tons of pieces for each specific armor core, customizable vehicles, customizable AI. It's just a result of the game going free to play and needing to load the store up with thousands and thousands of items to either be purchased or unlocked in the battle pass. But 343 has failed to give us the ability to customize all of these options in a visually appealing and functional way. 343's biggest problem with the UI in both Halo 5 and Halo Infinite is that they haven't been able to strike the balance of giving us everything we need and want, and maybe even additional things we didn't know we wanted, and keeping it simple. When it comes to the UI, less is more in my opinion. But when I say less, that doesn't mean completely remove the pre-game lobby. Why can't I see who I matched with? In Halo 5, it was bad that we didn't see people's gamer tags or ranks in the pre-game lobby. But at least we saw their emblems in the map and mode. Now I have no idea what mode I'm playing until the game literally starts. It's small things like that that aren't really a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but they're the little things that add up when there's hundreds of them. But I don't know, man, those are just my gripes with the Halo Infinite UI. I'm interested to hear what you guys think. Personally, I can deal with the unappealing aesthetic and the unintuitive customization, but I cannot handle not being able to mute the glue sniffing, mouth breathing morons who run open mic with their face so close to the TV that their eyes are going crossed. The pain of listening to that nonsense for 12 minutes when I should be able to hit one button to mute them is the closest thing I've ever had to a mental breakdown. And anyone caught doing it should be castrated. But that's it for today, so if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and consider subscribing for future Halo Infinite content. I upload every single day, so you don't want to miss it. I also stream every day over at twitch.tv/rehabsforquitters, so you can check me out there. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Later.